Hi everyone, welcome back to Asperger's from the Inside. You're here with Paul. I make weekly videos sharing the human side of autism, so make sure you hit subscribe to get the latest content. In this video, I thought I'd do something a little bit different, just for fun, for no particular reason. I was originally thinking, nah, you wouldn't be interested in this, but what would an autism YouTube channel be without the occasional indulgence in a special interest? So I'm going to share a song with you today that I feel shows a bit of a metaphor for autistic life and things that I really appreciate in terms of layers. You may have seen my previous video on progressive music and how I really love that. And so I'm going to share a little bit of that with you today. What I really love about it, and you'll hear this firsthand in a minute, is just that there are so many layers, and from the start to the middle to the end, is it even the same song? It constantly grows and changes so much. And so I feel like that is a little bit like how I feel when I am in different situations. I can be very different people in different situations depending on which part of myself I bring to that particular situation. Sometimes this is seen as masking, and I prefer to think of it as if I have a properly integrated self, then it's just that I'm a really complex person, which means that I can't show all of myself at every given time. I need to instead choose which parts of myself I want to show in any given situation. So without too much further introduction, let's get started. I won't tell you too much about the song in advance or the band or anything like that, because I don't want you to have any expectations whatsoever. So the band is called Ne Obliviscaris, which is Latin for this song, Forget Not, or Don't Forget. And it's kind of, I found this song, I don't know how, several years ago, and I could never remember, ironically, the name of the band. And so whenever I wanted to search for it, I'd search by typing forget, and it would come up. So let's start. I'm going to play the song and talk over it a little bit to show you some of the highlights that I feel from it. So let's get started. Forget Not by Ne Obliviscaris. Okay, so we're starting pretty slow. There's not even a tempo. Let me increase the volume a little bit. Just one instrument at the start. And it kind of starts and stops. Comes in and comes out. Ooh, is that some drums? A bit of a cymbal in the background? Now we have two instruments. Oh, was that a third? Added some violin. We still haven't really started yet. It's still kind of a bit start-stop. And now we've started. You can feel there's an actual beat now. There's a tempo, there's a beat. There's a certain speed to the song. It's kind of picking up, getting a little bit faster, slowly increasing the intensity. at a new level. Really going. There's a proper beat, consistent drums. Several instruments, not just one. We've got a whole band going. And we're still slowly increasing in intensity. Pause the increase for a bit. It's almost like it's plateaued and it's just hanging out around this area. Ooh, that's a step up. Pull back a little bit from where it was before. Are we going up or down? Up. Increase intensity. Just a little bit. Pause. Still hear my voice over the music. Maybe I'll turn it down a little bit. So this is really reminiscent of the start. It's built up in intensity and it kind of crescendoed and it kind of broke open and then it's gone all the way back to the start. But because we've already explored this territory, we can go back into it a lot more quickly. So this bit's new. It seems to be building up again. The drums are intensifying. Are we going even more intense? This is where it broke open and went all the way back to the start before. What's going to happen now? Sounds like it's building even more. Just hanging out in this area, sort of tempting that it's going to build up, but it hasn't yet. Ooh, vocals. At 6-minute mark. Kind of stopped building at the moment. We're just hanging out in this area. It's hard to tell, are we building up or are we sort of slowing down a little bit? It's kind of both at the same time. sort of feels like we're slowing down. Sort of coming to the end of something. Sort of drawing it out. But what are we coming to the end to, and what's next? Last time we were in a similar position, it kind of crescendoed and broke and went really slow again. This time it's dragging on a little bit more, stretching it out. That's new. Is that a sign of increasing intensity, perhaps? New opportunities, new possibilities? That's a step up. Yeah, definitely up. Yeah. And we break. Still fairly fast. We haven't lost all the momentum. Okay, back up again. And down a little bit, just have a bit of a breather. Some nice melodic violin. It's not quite back up to the original intensity, but it's more layered this time, more intricate. But it feels slower, but with more going on. This is a little bit like that section before, only there's more intense vocals in the background. And the drums are faster. We seem to be slowing down, slowly drawing out. And there we go. That was Forget Not by Ne Obliviscaris. What did you think? One of the reasons I really love this type of music is because if we go right back to the start, right? This type of solo, instrumental, slow, sporadic guitar, lots of notes. It doesn't really sound like the same song as when we get to the end somewhere where we've got the blast beats going. Yeah, and we've got all the layers going on at once. So I really appreciate how all of the different things that are seemingly contradictory can be put into the one seamless, flowing piece of music. There was no break. It didn't go and then stop and then start completely differently. It just slowly morphed over time, and we ended up with something that didn't really resemble the start at all. So that's me sharing a brief special interest with you today. I hope you enjoyed it. Interested to hear what you thought, if it was what you expected or not what you expected, if you like this type of music, if you've never heard this type of music before and you're like, what the hell is that? Yeah, I used to describe my personality as I love to deliberately go out and break stereotypes. It's like breaking stereotypes is a hobby of mine. And so part of the way that I love to do that is by putting two things that don't normally go together and living them out in perfect harmony. So that's part of my autistic expression, which I thought I would share with you today. Hope you enjoyed that. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll see you another time.